Krolu on the upper right-hand side, Jardozer on the bottom right-hand side.
All right. What do we have at the start? We have an Iron Vault first, after we've been seeing a lot of Conclaves first. Speaking of it, both going for... Wait, is it double Iron Vault for Jardozer?
No, I don't think so.
No, excuse me. No, I
No,
got
no.
It wouldn't be. How silly.
You silly goose, you. Yeah, we go for the resource camp to take that out early. Then, oh, we scout with an imp, actually. Oh, is he building a tower at the speed camp? That helps a lot to contest it. Both are. Yeah, we got a tower war here at the speed camp.
Dude, tower creeping. We're back in 2002. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Watching.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this from old Warcraft 3 days, but before Reign of Chaos, before TFT, the Frozen Throne, I think it was, you could creep with towers and get experience from them. And then a change was made and you couldn't do it anymore. But we see it now as well, but we see also two Fiends taking on Jardozer's Shroud Zone, and that has to be cancelled.
Nice play by Krolu so far. And this should be the upper hand already. A super duper snowbally situation here now. Also loses the Gaunt.
Oh, he split, trying to get the Gaunt as well. But, oh, doesn't quite get it. Oh, man, this seems to be putting Krolu in a big lead.
Okay, this is an opening that I did not expect to go this way. The Gaunt is safe. It's building up white health, even though his regular health might be gone. He gets that little shield up, and all the damage from creeps is ending up on the Shroud Stone. Love that opening so far.
Yeah, it seems like Jardozer is in trouble right out the gate. Creeping up a bit here at the resource camp. He got one Fiend for it, but there's 6 Fiends on the enemy side. Jardozer needs to be on his heels here.
So now I'm really curious, what's the way to stop the snowball? There's so many Fiends. The Gaunts are healthy as well. A Creep Jack would of course be nice, but he's just a hair too late, and that's a lot of Therium going Krolu's way.
Looks like Gaunts are going to be dying everywhere. Yep, every one of them taken out at the moment, but of course more will be produced still. Lots of red dots heading across the minimap. And this Iron Vault is far out in the open, by the way. If Jardozer loses that one, that might be painful.
That's right. He was able to push back before Krolu arrives at the production building, but take care of it. We have a rare situation that for the first couple of minutes in this game, we have a one base play, and Krolu eyeing up the next health camp.
Yeah, showing indeed that he is a very experienced Warcraft player, just heading from camp to camp, getting the benefits. Couple of resources here and there. A resource camp, I think, is also available. Or perhaps he just took it. And might be time now to congregate. The forces are joining up. And the Shroud Stone here. Oh, can he take this siege camp already with the Shroud Stone?
Ooh, I've seen it with the meat farm, but I haven't seen it with the Shroud Stone. Sweet! If you don't have any help with this creep like Jardozer does now, this will take a long time. As you can see, that chicken is massive.
Oh, don't want to lose the Gaunts, certainly. But good kiting by Jardozer as well. But Krolu certainly finishing this camp quicker. And there we go. Last one goes down. Here's the siege creep.
Yep,
Has
don't
he opened
forget
up
to pick it up.
Passage? Oh, yeah, it is open. Yep, thanks to the imp.
Sick. All right, here we go with the catapult. Oh my god, the connection. This AoE is brutal. Gotta be careful now to not attack your own. And now we got catapult wars. It's an Age of Empires channel after all.
Oh my god, are they gonna destroy each other? Where the shot's gonna land? All of these are so important. 1 for 1. And one does survive, but only on a sliver of health. This should be easier to take out, so a bit of a wash perhaps in the end.
Damn, what a sweet battle in the middle. And now Krolu has to fall back a little bit, lick his wounds. Not too many Gaunts remaining, but we have a Doombringer, and this can of course spiral out of control quickly. Should be loaded already. Oh man.
Yep. Seems like there's a bunch of Gaunts inside.
Yep.
Jardozer's army not too far away, but it needs to react quick.
Here we go. And that is 1 Fiend, 2 Fiends, 3. Oh, so much infest. 1 gone, left behind. Is he gonna drop again? No, better safe than sorry. Damage is done.
Yeah, good play. Krolu here looking quite impressive, I would say, and going for the next drop. Doombringer number 2 on the way. Ooh. And if he hits in 2 spots at the same time, that could be terrifying. To be honest, though, both only have 1 base, so you don't even really have 2 places to drop in.
But that's only possible because of the health camps, right? Because they give you so much Therium, and Doombringers are quite heavy on Therium. So getting that creep camp stolen on the left-hand side helps Krolu a lot, but now Jardozer is ready.
Oh, heavy commit. The Shout Zone being summoned in as well. That's a big help, and I think Krolu here overextended a bit. 1 Doombringer almost going down. And that exchange seemed to be greatly in the favor of Jardozer. 5
Okay,
HP, Jesus
nice.
Christ.
Oh, little.
Wait, it died! How?
How?
What?
Okay, I wasn't aware. Infest? Oh, infest, maybe.
Infest!
Yeah, damage over time, infest.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's quite rough.
Here's the next one. Jardozer now going to the enemy main base. Trying to take out the Doombringer as well is Krolu, so he can force this drop to stick around. Krolu has like nothing as it seems. No, there's his own drop. Gauntz versus Gauntz, and it is a brutal massacre.
It absolutely is. Who comes out on top is the question. Whew, this is a tight mirror. We got a saturated base in the main, and we are working on expansions. Both were able to stop snowballs. Also, Jardozer did not get overwhelmed by the double drop. And starting a comeback.
Both about to have their 2 bases. Might take a little while to saturate. But it's looking like quite the even game now, isn't it? Krolu again out on the map. Might be trying to continue creeping. Oh, he still has that Shroud Stone here. That's nice.
Very convenient, of course. Jardozer far away. Doesn't have to be worried about a creep jack at all. This level 3 now, so higher rewards, but also takes longer to take out. Will the Shout Stone fall?
The last.
Oh, no. So where are we going from here? It should once again be Magmadons down the road because they're just too good against pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yeah, seems like that should be on the agenda, although until then we can still try to get a bit feisty, say with some drops. We still got a bunch of Doombringers out on the map. That's what I have my eyes peeled for at the moment. There is one, but oh, great heads up play by Jardozer. Was looking for it right away. Nullifying
that's
the threat.
the Achilles heel. That is the Achilles heel, as we've mentioned before in the cast. How to get a lot of Therium without that high ground. It is pretty much impossible. So this is where you can attack further out the main where there's no fortification. But we're approaching that siege camp. Man, Krolu and the towers coming in handy.
This camp here, level 4, not so easy to bring down, but he has a big enough army, and the Shroud Stone helping as well. Wonder if he could go for both siege camps, maybe? Would take a while, though.
That would be quite a sick timing, as we have Jardozer expanding on the double Luminite spot. Ooh.
And the first Magmadon. First Magmadon for Krolu is out. His trample will be crucial. Shroud Stone
this
can
is
be dealt with here by this catapult.
A very fragile state for Jardozer, isn't it? Just investing into that expo. Krolu not following this up. And a catapult push. Ooh, he's trying to fortify with some Shroud Stones, but no chance. Might have to use the top bar ability. And here we go. Trample away, my dudes, and restore white health if possible. Krolu, both are gonna lose one of them, but no big commitment yet.
The catapult hit also huge on the Gauntz. Oh my god, that was so much damage twice in a row. Oh, Jesus. That was like a huge blow into the backline right there. Though Jardozer might still be able to hold. Seems like Krolu doesn't have too many units left in this attack. No Magmadons, except for this one who is far behind enemy lines.
Yeah, I tried to go for some economy, didn't really work. Fiends are clearing up Gauns, but new Magmadons are coming in. The tug of war continues. This is the essential unit, but Jardozer survives. And oh, does he see the imp? He did. He absolutely did.
I think he knows. Yep. And this base hasn't paid off too much yet. There really weren't too many imps mining. Clear vulnerability right now. This base so far away from the other bases. But Krolu wants to regroup, bring in new reinforcements, doesn't want to throw away his main army. He knows now that he's down by one base. If he falls behind, this could be the end for him.
Wonder if there's another Doombringer possible with Magmadons. That's a sick combo, but no, that's already too much fortification with all the additional income coming in. You can easily afford these Shroud Stones. So yeah, Krolu, you gotta do something about it. There is a base coming up for him at 12 o'clock.
It's gonna nicely increase his income, of course. But tell you what, this is not double Luminite now, is it? So, if that can't be made up for, then Jardozer seems to have quite the lead here indeed. That third base perhaps a bit of a risk when he took it earlier, but we've seen players today struggle on multiple occasions to see this one right away. And now, oh baby, is it paying off hard.
Oh, we do have Doombringers. Magmadons in. And Gaunt's in as well. If this job works, Krolu has a very, very good spot. But where to drop is the question. Onto the Therium is probably the logical choice. Okay, he's attacking onto the double Luminite spot and then dropping onto the Therium. Can a Warcraft player handle that macro?
Well, the Shroud Stones here at the expansion doing a good job. Jardozer trying to get his army in position to defend when necessary, and now might be the time. This army here seems to be purely distraction, as we have the Doombringers heading towards the main base.
Yeah, that's it. Both are using their tramples here, and here we go. Every Infernal player's dream, dropping next to a meat farm. Trample didn't hit too much here, but they're all trapped in a corner. Tower being brought down as well, but the trample is missing and a lot of imps survive.
Speaking of trample, here comes Jardozer with his Magmadons. Trample for the opponent for Krolu should be cooling down. Yep, using it now once again. The Gaunts are still active. The Magmadons still partly alive. But Jardozer is reinforcing well here.
Yep, and these mags are gone. That's a lot of resources down, but also, man, this base is in shambles. Relatively easy to resaturate the Therium income, as there's some enriched nodes, which are basically double the effect, or double the efficiency of the unenriched Therium nodes. And I guess this is enough of a hold to re-establish an army and take control of the game.
Yeah, Jardozer is sitting on defense right now, but I don't think he minds too much. He is getting rich. He's got 4 bases. And that includes, actually 5 Therium patches. Goddammit, Luminite patches. The mains might run out kind of soon, though. Another siege camp Krolu is going for. Level 5 now.
Yeah, he feels the pressure, that's for sure. Being down a base, he's got to make something work. And the catapults, they worked fine. Lots of Gauns there as well. It's like 6 or 7 max.
Dude, look at the imps at the third base. They're just swarming around like a beehive.
Ooh, Jardozer is once again working on an expansion left-hand side. Oh boy, trample party!
Oh my god, what even is going on? This is like a mosh pit over here. Who's gonna come out on top? Who's gonna have to go to the emergency room? Seems like Krolu is having a good engagement here. Hold on. Jardozer all of a sudden struggling. Where is your army?
Oh boy, if he can eat a couple of fiends and re-establish that white health. Oh, top bar ability and fast comes in. Everything that dies now gives Jardozer extra fiends. We have another drop in the base. Fiends gone everywhere. That catapult is also looking great. Oh my god, the multi-kill.
Dude, the catapult shots have been doing insane damage. Krolu, thanks to the creeps, thanks to the mercenaries, if you will, coming back into the game. The drop in the main base at the same time was beautiful. Previously was a perfect defense by Jardozer, but now he is getting overrun.
so many feeds. That base is gone. He has a couple more, but the tech is also been removed here. Krolu still coming in from the right-hand side. There is a tower, 2 of them actually, but is that enough? This is the big question. The fight in the middle has been cleaned up, but there's still a problematic amount of units in the economy, and 5 more mags.
Mags all day, baby. The charging forward, bonus damage also against the buildings, and I think it might be enough to break through here. Hardly any Gaunt's left, I guess. How lucky these imps are, by the way, that there's no Magmadon heading towards the third. The Magmadons are right here on top of the production, where Krolu is looking for more blood.
Yeah, feels like Jardozer had to use the top bar ability for the infest and maybe for a tower as well, so he couldn't go for the charges on his units, and that's what Krolu did, and that's how we end up with 3 more mags, and Jardozer goes for the GG. Krolu as the underdog wins map number 1.
Man, that was a fun game though. Beautiful back and forth, starting off with a very specific tactic on this map, beginning with a tower creep that went in Krolu's favor already, with a decision. I think he split a Brute early, right? To get those 2 Fiends to cancel the enemy Shroud Stone. And then was able to get his own one up. Got the speed camp, got some resources, a bunch of creeping. And, dude, those siege creeps, the catapults, they did so much damage. That AoE in the backline into the Gaunts, brutal.
I 100% agree, man, especially against Infernal when everything, like, there's so many units and they're all kind of clumped up. And when that shot hits, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I remember at the early stages of like reveals about the game, we saw the siege units of Vanguards, and this is pretty much the same projectile, right? And everybody was like, yeah, with a lot of skills you can dodge these shots, but there's so much going on in a fight. You gotta take care of your trample, you gotta eat some units to reestablish white health, gotta use your top bar as well, position everything. Maybe you can't dodge everything at all times, and this is where the catapult came in clutch.
Yeah, I love the play here by Krolu. Really taking great advantage of the map and creating threats everywhere. We had it with a speed camp at the start, then of course in many different iterations with the siege camp, and the drops didn't work out for a while, right? We're well defended by Jardozer for a long time, but you just need to have it kick in once, and suddenly the main base is gone, and Krolu there was able to overrun. Well done. 1-0 up now for him, indeed. Looking towards that next round.
Damn, dude. Did not expect this. Underdog party here. But yeah, man, I just love to see Magmadon's trample. I could watch this all day, every day. And good for us. We get 1 more at least.
Yeah, it was pretty funny when we had 6 Magmadons on each side and they're just trampling against each other in the mosh pit. The catapult was lucky to be in the bag, otherwise would have been taken out there quickly. Now, of course, we have Jardozer selecting where we go next. Do we see this in the lobby already?
Broken Crown.
Broken
it is.
Crown. Yes,
Jardozer, one of the top seeds, up against the wall. Seed 7 in the round of 64. And here we go, man. Broken Crown it is. Can Krolu clutch it out with a 2-0, or will Jardozer come back? It seems like upper right-hand side is Jardozer being down a map, and Krolu this time in the blue, bottom left-hand side.
Yeah, we are switching colors here, guys. A bit confusing sometimes, especially in the mirror. But smart, as you all are, I'm sure you're gonna be able to figure it out. Jardozer this time,
all of a sudden,
eating
smart.
through the trees right away. I never said anything else, Neo. What are you talking about?
We had a discussion about Twitch chat before. You said they're not always right, which of course is blasphemy. But okay.
I doubt that resembles the truth. Anyways, we have the imps eating through the trees very quickly. And a quick Iron Vault as well for Jardozer. Seems like this speed camp is indeed very popular on this map.
And why wouldn't it be? It's so many resources, 5 imps as well. They are not contesting the other speed camp. That could have been maybe a thing. Oh, we see a brood splitting. Will you reach that camp? Yeah, right? Should be. Setting up a creep check here.
Oh, okay. Has a hard read. Did he scout this? Not really, right?
It is what people are going for. Oh, the Gaunt.
Got him. Oh, juke in the trees, maybe?
Slow field thanks to the flower, but still got it. These flowers here, you can destroy them and then everything is slowed. But yeah, if you take the Gaunt away, of course, the Brute could kill him now for the resources. Or even, could he? I don't know. But then you don't spawn Fiends. And the player with the Gaunt is Krolu.
Yeah, smart play by Krolu here. Using that split ability. Got the Fiends out early. And now he's also got the high ground to work with. Perhaps something he might be able to take advantage of.
He also got the flower, this little green thing you saw on the high ground. That is healing for free. And we go for the Gaunt again and he kills it one more time.
Okay, and we got reinforcements. More Gaunts, more Brutes. And Krolu seems to be getting the upper hand so far. There's a lot of attention right now in this part of the map.
Yeah, if you steal this creep camp, man, that is the biggest thing you can accomplish in the early game. Jardozer trying to go for a counterplay, takeout, but that's the heal flower that I mentioned, and the Fiends. Oh, stutter stepping kills the Gaunt eventually, and now the creeps are woken up here on the high ground.
Man, high action early game. This is super aggro play, especially by Krolu. Gonna take the vision camp, but speed camp might go to Jardozer in the end.
Okay, and that is Fiend advantage, and that is resource advantage. Can he creep jack here for something? Don't think so. Maybe a Gaunt is on the menu again, but which one?
Yeah, might just be all of them gone again. But at the end of the day, Jardozer is far ahead on Fiends especially. The production should be very similar, with both players being on only one base so far. Oh, even got the vision!
Sweet.
Krolu forgot to pick it up.
Man, Jardozer with the great recovery. Not only was he winning that fight on the right-hand side, he was also expanding behind it and fortifying this with the Shroud Stone. All of a sudden, this game is turned on its head.
Seems like Jardozer here in a wonderful spot now, getting more Fiends from the creep camps here. Good movement on his Gaunt as well, trying to protect the single one he has. Successful at the moment. And Jardozer we can see again and again, really trying to go for those Gaunt kills as quick as he can.
Okay, you gotta claim the middle now as Krolu, I guess, for a little bit of a resource boost, but they're gone already. I think it's too late to go for the second speed camp. And now Jardozer, all he has to do is defend, doesn't he?
Yeah, with that second base almost up, seems like Jardozer here in a great spot. Good production, starting to come in as well. Always gotta be careful with those guns, though.
Oh yeah, they're so fragile. They're very, very good, but they're also very fragile. Brute taken out, and the Fiends are helping, of course. Nicely done. There was a question in chat, by the way, if Fiends spawn other Fiends. That is not the case. It was the case in a previous build of Stormgate, and that was a bit of a clown fiesta most of the time. Thankfully, it's gone. So no, Fiends don't spawn new Fiends.
Yeah, those were fun days for the Animus, though.
Yeah, it was also the top bar ability. If you use it, you win. If you don't use it, you lose. It was not pleasant for the eye, I can tell you that.
All right, Krolu is trying to claw his way back into the game. He's finally expanding again at the natural, but just seems to be behind on so many different levels. Fewer creeps, less army, slower economy. Everything here is speaking in favor of Jardozer. And on this map, Krolu won't be able to rely on the siege creep and the big AoE.
Correcto. Jardozer getting both of them. Tech is done. And 2 bases. Krolu is trying to follow this up somehow. He was using a lot of drops before on map 1. Maybe it's time to dash out one of these. But where to take the Therium from is the question. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Bit of a calm moment in the game. Jardozer is going to take the opportunity while he's safe at home, trying to expand again, going for a Shroud Stone. 2 Shrouds, 3 Shroud Stones. All right, somebody's feeling a little afraid.
He is also feeling like I should drop the base with the Doombringer coming in. And yeah, this is exactly what Krolu did to him first game, and with the advantage, now it's Jardozer. But It feels like Krolu is expecting something like this. We get a Shroud Stone. Oh, no, just to cancel. But a lot of defense here. Tech is way later. No Shadow Flyers coming in. Oh, it's going to be hard to defend.
Oh, it's a couple of kills right out the gate, but also here's the army for Krolu. When's he gonna load up? Oh, Doombringer, careful now. Almost going down. Still ticking from the damage.
But cleaned up. Nicely positioned by Krolu to be able to defend his expansion at the same time as his main. Can't be active on the map, of course, and that is why Jardozer is going for another base on the right-hand side.
Jardozer playing this position quite well, I want to say. Seems like he's feeling in control and making sure that he is taking the necessary steps to keep that lead and maybe build on it. We saw T2 finish just a moment ago for Krolu. Magmadons, of course, the next thing we're looking towards.
More and more fortification and lots of buildings coming in for production. Yo, with all that income, this looking juicy. Enriched Therium is able to provide a lot of tech resource here. Krolu slowly trying to catch up, but it feels like on this map, Jardozer is always one step ahead.
There's a drop now headed his way. This is Krolu's attempt to get closer again in this game, but it's been spotted right away. And here we have the first Magamadon. Trample, yet to be upgraded, I imagine. But they were the star of the show on map number 1. Jardozer wants to use them just as well as his opponent did before.
A little bit of white health here. Not the best angle to attack from, but Krolu sees the Mac and is like, oh no, I can't fight that if I don't have my own trample. More production facilities here coming in, and that's the drop. Against the one Shroud Stone, he can get a couple of Fellhawks, which then spawn a few Fiends. Maybe with that he can get rid of the static defense. Actually surprised to see 3 meat farms this close to the expansion. It's just fodder for Gaunts.
Yeah, decent attack here by Krolu, but here comes Magmadon, forces the Gaunts back right away, and most imps, almost all imps, have survived, while... Oh, wait, is he gonna break through here? Jardozer with the opportunity to break through the trees.
Looks like it. By the way, the Magmadon Trample, funnily enough, is also attacking the air unit, so hard to escape against that. There's the Doombringer going down, there's all the Gaunts going down. This drop didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, beautiful defense by Jardozer. Awkward position for him though here, stuck between the trees. But the Magmadon will break them down. This creates now a clear attack path. But, oh, we have some mags also reinforcing for Krolu. This should give him some safety for a little while. But doesn't change the fact that he's still far behind on the econ side.
Yeah, exactly. That base on the left-hand side, also with the Therium, he absolutely needs that to be able to afford Magmadons. Little bit of an oversaturation there, but who really cares?
Oh, eats that little fiend. Gets the white health back. Krolu, can you make this hold work? New mags coming in, more damage. Oh, mistake though on the trample, I think, using it on too many.
Yeah, that can happen in no time. Now the Gaunts on the backside seems very protected with the trample being gone. Krolu losing another mag. 4 versus 2. That's an unfair fight with the Conclave. New trample, but easily dodged.
Yeah, might just be too much stuff now. But if the mags get to the Gaunts, they could find quick kills as well with the trample. You gotta be careful with that. Oh, baby, there's a couple of good hits.
1 mag cleaning out like what? 7 to 8 Gaunts. He's trying it again. Break through it. No way this just happened.
Yeah, this one would love to have the speed upgrade, the move speed upgrade for the Gaunts. Seems like we don't have those though, and Krolu does actually hold, does win this fight. Wow. Seems like Jardozer was a bit slow there on the micro, pulling back these Gaunts. But the good thing is he can still rely on his 3 bases. Soon to be 4 bases.
And he got a lot of animals so far. We haven't seen a single dragon, which is a damn shame. Before we have to pass it over to our caster colleagues, I want to see 1 damn dragon.
We're gonna get one, Neo. Optimistic
promise?
thinking. We just have to, goddamn, what's it called? Manifest.
Believe.
Manifest.
Of course. Okay. Okay, white health restored. No way to restore the main health, but the shields can always be. Ooh. Jardozer might start to think here after that defense, but no, there's just one way, and that's the bottom left-hand side. Doombringer. Trap. Oh, could have caught him there. Not yet.
Alright, here's the next big attack. Can Krolu hold once more? Seems like it's gonna be up to the mags once again, but there's mags on both sides. Gaunts unloading. Oh, but they're fully surrounded by seemingly everything.
Had to unload to the bottom right-hand side, and now there's mags everywhere. Bit chaotic here. Tramples used on the right-hand side. Shroud Stone's trying to hold this with the instant reinforcements. Can Krolu hold this again?
I think the answer is no.
No.
GG is called, and we're gonna have this one tied up. Jardozer with a great game. Step by step, getting further ahead. This map number 2 right here ties up our series and will bring us to a third.
Right on. And once again, just because you have a win in the early game doesn't mean that you can manifest it into a mid-game advantage. We had a sweet little creep jack, which of course is also a commitment, as you're not going for your own speed camp on the left-hand side. If this works perfectly well, then Krolu takes the win from there and just snowballs like crazy, but maybe on the macro side slipped a little bit. Jardozer was able to get an expo up behind that little skirmish over the camp, and that eventually got him so far ahead in the mid-game that there was no recovery from.
Yeah, and seems like on a more straightforward map where there's not all these crazy drops happening, where not the catapult is ruining your day, and there's too much tower creeping going on. Seems like perhaps when things are more according to the norm, it might favor Jardozer a bit more. Krolu seems to be maybe a little bit more on the gimmicky side of things. Now it's going to be his map choice coming up next.
Okay, then. What's the map? We haven't. Did we see Secluded Grove once? No, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I like that as well. I'd like to see that pick. It's an unusual map. Some would call it perhaps an awkward map. Lots of weird paths. There's some Therium you can dig up with your army. Yeah, lots of dead ends as well, and a map that at the moment doesn't seem to be seeing too much play.
If we can trust the bracket, we have some upsets here, by the way.
Oh,
while we wait for the lobby.
yes, please.
Mana has been eliminated. 0-2 by Exo Striker. Mana, who won the DreamHack Clash in... I forgot where it was, but where he defeated TLO and Moon. 0-2 out as the top seed. Eliminated.
And that certainly comes as a surprise. I was expecting him here to most certainly make it through this part of the bracket, but that is not the case. Exo Striker versus Nicoract. Naiden versus Kel. I'm reading the list here of the qualifying matches, the decider matches. Eric versus Winkle. Mysotas versus Nockstar. Night Phoenix versus Mixu. That's also a sick game.
Oh, that is a sick game indeed. One more. Hawk has also been eliminated by Myosotis. This is also an upset where the lower seeded player takes the win. So lots of things happening here in the Stormgate Open by EGCTV. Off we go. Secluded Grove it is. And this could go super duper long or be over in just a little bit, because the speed camps are what's on the menu oftentimes here. With the imps, you can chew through the trees, and this might be one. I might just build production here. But yeah, you can take the speed camp, eat through the trees, move up the entire lane on the right or left hand side, and then push the opponent's expansion, and then we have a base race sometimes.
A complete change of styles by Jardozer. Before we saw a lot of aggression, now we have the fast expansion possible pretty much, with a shrine right away at the natural. In this map indeed, is quite big. Takes a while to get across the map, hoping that this greed will not backfire for him.
This map also has a specialty that we haven't seen yet. Two specialties, actually. Right next to the natural, there's this cracked ground where you have to attack, and only then it spawns Therium and it has to enrich. So the earlier you crack up the ground, the more Therium can spread over time, but of course it is a time commitment where you can't be active on the map. Second specialty, there's flowers on the ground that, unlike Broken Crown, are not giving you health, but resources. This could be Therium, this could be Luminite, and they spawn semi-randomly, so that they're not always at the same spot, but there's, I think, 4 different spawn locations, so you gotta find the flowers and use them.
Right now, the Fiends are trying to find the imps. Gonna force a Shroud Stone here to be produced, but first blood should be theirs indeed. One imp goes down, a brute finally out to defend. The brute is big and strong, but slow and heavy, so has a tough time catching up.
That's right. Nice little trick here to not pick up the speed camp globe, to not tell your opponent that you were there, because that is visible through the fog of war. And the two Fiends of Krolu couldn't really do that much, but another attack is coming. Oh, takes out a Gaunt as I say it. Cast a Curse Jardozer.
Yeah, there we go. These Fiends quite successful. More Fiends coming as well, thanks to the creep camp. Going for the Shroud Stone right away, forcing a split. Uh-oh, Jardozer in serious trouble here. This greed might be backfiring.
Oh man, exactly reading the creep pattern of Jardozer with the Fiend Rush. Now his own Gaunts are coming in. Can he take an imp? Can he spawn a new Fiend? And Snowball. Jardozer, where is he on the map?
Right now, he's just struggling to stay alive at his natural. He's got one Gaunt to defend with, a couple of Fiends, but this Gaunt might quickly be going down. The Fiend streaming in from Krolu, looking for the execute. Who's got the faster reinforcements here?
Oh man, Gaunt versus Gaunt, another one saved. Of course, white health is regenerating all the time. Fiends are attacking that expansion. Was that a little bit too greedy? Fiends can always take care of the Gaunts, but you gotta keep them safe here. Micro.
Yeah, Walker 3 background coming in, and as we say it, both Gaunts go down.
The second we praise a player, yeah, things go downhill, but still the pressure is on, man.
Yeah, Krolu seems to have just the superior numbers here for all this time. I wonder what the imp situation is like in the main base. Maybe their Krolu has even been able to imp up more. And it's just kill after kill, man. It is just a slaughter, and the game ends early. Dude, 4 minutes only, and we're done with this.
Jardozer has been eliminated from EGCTV Stormgate Open. That is quite an upset. Yet another upset here in the tournament, and Krolu makes it through to the final round.
All right. Krolu with some really fun play, some specific play as well on Jagged Maw, the first map. I feel like this one was the one where he really could show off the most flashy style, but then in the end, a bit of a rush on map number 3. Maybe too greedy by Jardozer. Maybe a bit of a blind counter as well. I wonder if there's a way to hold this, maybe? If he brings down imps quicker, could that help? But it's also risky, right? If you bring in the imps and they all got turned into fiends, that's not what you want to see.